Thanks, Puneet. Lovely winter morning in Delhi. If I look at the trends that have shaped 2015, and thankfully I've been on a lot of juries, recently in the last 1 month for the awards, and I've seen a lot of work across categories. One thing that strikes me is that there used to be a lot of commonality between how you planned campaigns and how you did marketing across categories. And I'm now discovering that FMCG marketeers, when they use digital, have a very different way of planning campaigns. Service industry does it very differently, and e-commerce companies are completely doing it, in a different fashion. So let me explain. FMCG companies, for example, are primarily using YouTube and a microsite, and they are using digital as a media. So, where their budget gets split today, let's say between a TV and a print and an outdoor and digital medium, and they're really liking that medium because I think the delivery of ROIs is very clear to them and they can measure it better, which is something the FMCG marketers have looked. However, when it comes to using the true power of digital in terms of creating a consumer experience, in terms of looking at the same customer coming onto you through a mobile app, doing transactions with you, you looking at the customer lifetime value, those are concepts where I think the service industry is taking the lead. Financial services are doing a fantastic job there. Travel space is doing a fantastic job there, and I think those companies are making real advances. The second thing that I observed therefore was about the service industry, where they truly harnessing the power of digital. They're looking at customer lifetime value, and therefore they're sometimes changing their organization structures, sometimes changing the way their policies are, to create a one view of the customer, to create that unified experience to the customer. And I think somewhere we have to give credit to the consumer. They have adapted to technology so fast in India that the consumer today is leading and almost demanding those things out of the service marketers. For example, the trend that I've noticed is that when I'm on phone and when I'm writing an email, I want the response to be of a certain level. However, when I post on social media, I want the response as a consumer much faster. So that's what's happening there. On the other side, the e-commerce companies, which actually came from the space of creating, this online experience for the customer, did a great job in terms of harnessing the service product on digital. They've realized that they need to get more and more customers in. So if you look at the bigger e-commerce players, they're actually going close to what the FMCG players used to do in terms of using the traditional media. So their marketing budgets are actually going there. So I see these three distinct scenarios that have emerged in 2015. I think two trends which marketers will probably start feeling the pinch of is that there will be one set of marketers who will be working on mobile apps in 2016. So, it reminds me of 10 years back when every CEO and every board wanted a website of their own. Similarly, I noticed that now everybody wants a mobile app. You could actually be all right doing an M site, but you want an app. So I think marketers will be launching more and more apps. So if you're an app making company, I think 2016 is going to be great for you. That's one. Second, I think the marketers will start realizing, depending on where they are in the curve of their digital learning, the importance of content and the importance of producing great content. And I don't know which way the ship will sail. Whether cheap video content will be the way to go in 2016, whether fantastically well written content to read will work, whether the traditional publishers will make the transition of having their online content available free and of great quality. So I see a lot of changes happening in the content space. I also see from the marketing perspective, line item in the marketing budget saying content production, which never existed before. So our marketing budgets have started looking very, very different in the service industry especially. We used to have some 7-8 line items. Now we have some 35 line items, thanks to digital. Yeah. I think the third trend that I see is in the SEO space. I think most brands will realize that they need to do things differently when it comes to content, when it comes to their digital presence, to ensure that they continue to be relevant to the audiences when it comes to the SEO. Not many marketers in the FMCG space, for example, realize the power of SEO. I hope they do. And I think that will be a good trend for the companies who provide the SEO services.